Hello and welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Hopefully you are having a great start to your week. That is, if you're watching this when it releases. Let's get into our email and see what we have for today. This first email says, "Hey, if I don't get a new computer soon, I'm going to scream. I want the system cooled with a custom loop. Can you get that done by tomorrow?" Wow, tomorrow. I read that EK parts are really good. I like nice and shiny new components. So they want a fully custom water-cooled loop for their CPU and GPU. They want it done by the end of the day tomorrow. Budget of $4,000. I see no issue with that. Let's go ahead and accept that one. This next one says, "Hiya, it's time for me to upgrade my PC. Can you upgrade the graphics card? Can you put in 2 of the same GPU, please? Can you install an AIO water cooler in it? Have you heard of MSI? They're meant to be pretty good. I heard you guys put used parts in PCs. Please don't do that." So they want a dual GPUs and an AIO for $1,200. I think that can be accomplished as well. Let's go ahead and accept that one. And then there was one, was it this one? 2 days. Yeah, I think the rest of these were good. 10 days. No time limit. Let's do this one in this episode as well. It says, "Can you help with this? I think something's broken. I'm not sure what's wrong. Can you have a look? I'll be playing a game or whatever, and then out of nowhere, the PC will restart. I'm pretty sure the PSU is acting up. I need this pretty soon, 2 days at the latest. I've noticed it sometimes runs a bit slow too. If you can, I'd love some plastic purple cables in there." All right. So we just need to diagnose and fix and put in some plastic purple cables. I see no problem with that. Let's accept that one. All right. So for this first build, or this only build in this episode, I'm going to step away, get some parts, put into the shopping cart, and I will be right back. All right. So for this custom water-cooled build, we're going to go with the NZXT N7 Z390 motherboard, an i9 9900K, 2 sticks of Corsair Vengeance RAM 8GB 3200 MHz, a Silverstone NJ520 power supply, a 4TB Seagate Barracuda, a 2TB Patriot Viper M.2 drive. We're going to put it in an EVGA DG-77 in white, which I've never built in, so hopefully all of the custom water cooling parts will fit. As for the custom water cooling parts, we're going to go with a EK block, reservoir, and radiator, as well as an EK GTX 1080 Ti GPU. All right, so for our next email here, they just want an upgrade. So I'm going to step away, get some upgraded parts, put into the shopping cart, and I will be right back. All right, so for this upgrade, I forgot to show the specs. Here are the PC specs. We're dealing with a Fractal Design Define R5. And it looks like the PSU and everything should be powerful enough to run dual graphics cards. So for the upgrade, we're going to go with the Corsair H115i Pro, which is a 280mm AIO cooler. And we're going to put in 2 MSI GTX 1070 gaming graphics cards. And let's see, for this last, it'll let me select it. Let's take a look at this and just see. Corsair TX 750M. Should we just go ahead and order one of those? Let's see. Power supply. TX 750M. Just go ahead and add that to the cart, since they seem to think that may be what's wrong with it anyway. Let's go ahead. Let's order all of these parts. Make sure we've got next day delivery on both. Let's go into our day. We can get in our parts, our upgrade, and our repair. And then we can get to work. All right. Skid, what is this? It must be some stuff I got off of PC Bay. Let's see. Let's put the upgrade over here. Let's get our repair here. And we'll grab this case for our build and put it here. Let's go ahead and put our sticky note with it. Let's see what we've got for this. Let's see if it even powers on before we ever take it apart. No. So let's go ahead, get the side panel of this thing off. Let's get this power supply out of here. And we will see if it is the power supply. Get this all unscrewed. All right, power supplies. That is definitely broken. Broken. That was an interesting little roll of the R I put on there. Let's get rid of that. Let's get this new one installed. They wanted plastic purple cables, so let's get rid of all these green cables. We will recable everything. Plastic purple. There it is. Let's get this all cabled up. We will see if it works. Some of these, obviously, since this is a semi-modular power supply, some of them are not going to be purple, but they will have to deal with that on their own. Let's see if this thing powers on. All right. So they said it was running slow. Let's get a USB drive in there and we can get our virus scanner on. We will scan this thing for viruses. See if, oh my gosh, maybe it's just because they've got like nothing but a hard drive in there maybe. That seems to be making it quite slow as well. Wait for this thing to restart. Okay. Let's get this virus scanner running. 553 infected files. Man, let's get that cleaned up. This thing should be ready to go. Let's go ahead and get the side panel put back on. And we can get this out in the hallway and start working on this upgrade. Okay. Let's see, what kind of cooler is this thing? Get that off of there. They've got like a 9700K. I don't know if that little dinky cooler is even doing a proper job of cooling this. Get this ready for dual graphics cards. Let's figure out where this AIO might end up going. Let's go ahead and put some thermal paste on there. Let's take a look. What am I looking for? CPU cooling. Let's see if this H115i fits. So it looks like it'll fit there. We just need to remove these top panels. Whoops, went a little far. Oh, let's get that installed there. That works for me. Okay, let's get their graphics cards in. They're getting two 1070 graphics cards. There's one who fits this PC. And there's two. And we can get this cabled up. It looks like they have gray cables. Or loose plain plastic black. Is that maybe what it is? Yes. Don't think it really matters because they don't have a window in the side of their case. Alright, let's see if this thing boots up. Looks like a winner to me. I don't even think they wanted us to run a 3D Mark test on this because I'm not seeing anything. So let's go ahead and get the side panel of this one put back on. Well, we need to put these top panels on too. Oh, no, we don't. We leave those off? Okay. A very interesting case. So I guess those kind of seal it off. So that would make sense. All right, well, let's get the side panel on. And this thing is ready to go as well. So let's go ahead, put this out in the hall. And we can get started on this build. A pretty cool looking case. I think we're going to have to put the radiator in the front, so let's go ahead and take the front of this case off. Let's get these fans out of our way. And we'll get this side panel off as well. Okay. This back comes off. Oh. Yep, we'll need to take that off. We can put the PSU in. Let's get started, though. Let's get our motherboard in. This is the NZXT N7 Z390 motherboard. In white, of course. Let's see. Get this panel out of our way. We're putting a graphics card here. Let's get this thing ready for CPU, RAM, and hopefully our M.2 that we chose will fit. In fact, let's try that first. Go to storage. Patriot Viper. Oh, good. Some motherboards it fits, some it does not. Let's go ahead and get our CPU in. We've got the 9900K going in here, as well as 2 sticks of Corsair Vengeance Pro. Almost tried to put it in the CPU slot, would not work. Doing as much white in this build as we possibly can. Let's go ahead. Whoops, let's not do that yet. Let's get some thermal paste on here, and then we'll come over here. We will grab our CPU block. Go ahead and get that mounted, as well as let's make sure the rest of our water cooling parts fits. Whoops, let's get our radiator in next. 360 millimeter radiator. Be nice if it was white, but it's not. And let's see where our reservoir is going to go. Oh, okay. That works for me. Going to be a little hard to run some of these tubes, but I think I'll make it work. All right. Let's go ahead and get our GPU in as well. The 1080 Ti. We can get our power supply in. It's the Silverstone NJ520, also in white. And we can start putting some of these parts back on. We'll get the PSU mount on here. We're going to go ahead and get the, where is it, PCI lock. We'll go ahead and put that back on. Now let's unplug everything. We'll go ahead and put the back of this case on as well, this back panel. There we go. Okay. This is also getting a 4 terabyte Barracuda drive, which should, it looks like it's going to install right back here on the back. What am I looking for? Storage. And 4 terabyte. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's cable this up, and then we can start working on piping. Let's go with white. Plain white. Do we have, what else do we have? Ribbon braided plain white. Excuse me. Sleeved braided plain white. What does this look like? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Let's do that. We will get this all cabled up. Everything here. Okay. Some messy cables. Just the way they are laying in this case, I suppose. All right, let's see about piping this thing. Let's do rigid. I don't think I have. I need to buy some connectors and pipes. I know there's We've unlocked some white pipes. We may have unlocked white connectors. I need to get some of those so we can do some more custom stuff. This does not have an in or out that I'm seeing. And I can't see those down there. They're so far away. So we're just going to guess. I guess we will start with this one and run it up to here. That works for me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. No. No, don't power on yet. Oh my. Let's take this and we will run it. Let's see. I'm hoping this is the inside. Let's get this tube straightened out a little bit. It's got some... I can live with that. Okay, let's accept that one. Let's run from here down to our GPU. And that one's fine. And then we will run from our GPU down over to here. I like to do something a little bit different with this. Just be nice if things were a little straighter. I like that. Okay, let's get some coolant in here. Let's do some white. Do everything white. White opaque. Let's do that. Ah, yes, it's running backwards. I want it to run through... Oh, well. It's just a game. I suppose it does not have to run optimally. This will work. While that's running through, let's go ahead, get a USB drive installed in here. And we will go ahead and power this on. Let's hop into the BIOS. We will make sure XMP is turned on. Make sure we are booting from the correct drive. And we can let the OS install. Let's adjust a little bit of light. Again, I don't think this build needed any kind of 3D mark test. I'm not seeing anything in the objectives. Let's just change these two over to white, match everything else. And we can get this case put back together. And we'll take a good look at it here. Get the front panel on. I like these thumb screws. Those look really cool. Let's get this side panel on. And we can get this side panel on as well. Let's get rid of that HUD. I think that turned out really nice. Nice all white build. Very cool. All right, let's get this thing out in the hallway. We can collect some money. Let's close out some of these windows here. All right, Large Barbara. Let's collect that one. Kiss Thomas. Let's collect that one. And what was it? This one? Yes. All right. So we got some more emails. We leveled up. We are a level 29 now. We've unlocked some cool stuff. Skylake X processors, 4700 megahertz RAM, some 1660 Ti, a bunch of other components. Lots of stuff here. Very cool. i9 9900X. Have to check that out. All right. And we got some daily deals. Let's close that out as well. I'm going to end the episode here. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as one of my videos goes live. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next episode.